Hello, my name's Louie. I'm a dentist from Indiana, and I'm here at Sunridge Medical. I found out about Sunridge Medical a few years ago, actually 2 years ago. My wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, and during that time we did a lot of research, checking out alternative methods. We didn't want to put her through chemo. And as we did that research for alternative methods of treatment, we found Sunridge. And she came out here and went through treatments. And just recently, we came out for a PET scan, and we met with Dr. Franco. And it was her second PET scan. And that PET scan was clear. I think, one thing that happens that I've seen is that when someone is diagnosed with a chronic disease, especially cancer, I think a lot of times we panic. A lot of times we get in a hurry and we're told, do this, do that, do this, do that, and because all these crazy things are going on in our mind, sometimes we make decisions that maybe they weren't well thought out. And so when my wife got her diagnosis of breast cancer, I really tried to take a step back and kind of slow the process down, because cancer takes a long time to happen. It doesn't happen overnight. So is that going to change in 5 or 6 days or a couple weeks? In my opinion, no. My wife had kind of trusted in me to do that research just because of my background, and she was listening to really what I was saying about this is what I think we should do. And so when we came out here, our first appointment was with Dr. Franco. And as we sat down and we started going through Shelly's situation and the type of treatment that Dr. Franco was recommending, it matched exactly to what I had in mind and what she needed. So about halfway through the consult, I just looked at Shelly and I said, do you want me to cancel the other appointment? She said, for sure. So my wife had treatment out here, and as she was going through that treatment, I was back in Indiana. She was out here for a couple months having that treatment done. She got finished with treatment. She had a PET scan right after that. That came back clear, and then we came back 3 months later, and she had another PET scan, and that came back clear. So we were celebrating that PET scan result, and as we were there, my wife said, well, when we're finished talking about me, I really want to talk about Louie. Because what had happened is back in the fall, as she was out here undergoing treatment and the stress that I was going through, I was diagnosed with type 1 adult onset diabetes. This basically means that your pancreas is not producing enough insulin. My physician told me that the only answer to that was to take insulin and basically take it for the rest of my life. Dr. Franco started asking me questions regarding what had happened, my condition, how much insulin I was taking, and he came to the conclusion I probably need to run some blood panels. We did that. Those tests came back positive, very high viral count. So I said, well, how do we take care of that? And he said, we can put you through some of our immunotherapy treatments here. 9 days after I had those first 2 treatments, I was able to reduce my insulin by half. I called Dr. Franco and I said, hey, I'm not needing to take insulin right now. What's going on? He said, your body is really reacting to these treatments. Basically 5 weeks that I've not taken any insulin. My blood sugar is normal every morning. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't have diabetes. I'm cured of diabetes. One thing that I've found here at Sunridge is that it's a very caring staff. They become your friends. They spend time. with you. You know, I see a cardiologist, I've seen a cardiologist for a while, I might get 10 minutes with that person. But you might come here and you might get an hour or two just sitting and finding out what your true conditions are. All the staff members are incredibly friendly. Once again, they become like family to you. And that's really important to the healing process. Well, last couple of years have been, obviously tough. With my wife's diagnosis, with my diagnosis, yeah, it's pretty exciting right now. Very different. My wife she's back the way she was. A happy lady, a lot of fun. The way we all know Shelley, and I feel better than ever. I just have more energy. I'm sharper. I'm not on any insulin. I'm not having to worry about that all the time. And it's a wonderful thing to have that burden off of our shoulders. So if you're going through some decision-making times, if you've been diagnosed, if a loved one has been diagnosed with some type of chronic illness, and think outside the box. Look at other options, because there isn't just one way to do it. And sometimes you might find something out that you're going to be really, really happy about. I tell you right now that we are very happy that we found Sunridge Medical.